Live from the CBS Broadcast Center in Philadelphia, this is CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 4.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Natasha Brown.
And I'm Alexandria Hoff. This is CBS 3 at 4.
And here are just some of the stories that we're working on right now at 4 o'clock.
Tragedy in Holmesburg. Police say that a father opened fire while his 4-year-old daughters were inside of that house.
And this is certainly not what we wanted to see in last night's Eagles preseason game. Quarterback Nick Foles goes down with an injury. Now the question is, how bad is it?
And it is Summerfest Friday, and we are down the shore. Who doesn't love the Wildwoods? From North Wildwood to the Crest Wildwood and West Wildwood, we'll show you all the great things you'll find there.
Well, it is all ahead for you. But first, this afternoon, the tragedy in Holmesburg. Police say a father shot and killed the mother of his daughters before turning the gun on himself. Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lands is live at Philadelphia City Hall, where the impact of this tragedy is really being felt tonight. Shantae.
Well, Natasha, it was a tough day for staff here at City Hall. They say the victim was a human resources director on the 4th floor who will be sorely missed.
She was sweet. Everybody loved her.
37-year-old Linda Rios Newby lost her life this morning at the hands of her own husband, 44-year-old Hayward Newby, and what Philadelphia police have ruled a murder-suicide.
Can't frankly come to terms with what we call someone to orphan their children and kill the mother of his children. It's unbelievable.
Police were called to the 4000 block of Meridian Street in Northeast Philadelphia around 8 a.m. They found Hayward Newby on the 1st floor near a gun. Linda Rios Newby was found in the 2nd floor bathroom. Police say their 4-year-old twin daughters were sleeping at the time.
And the 2 young children then exited the building on their own and went to a neighbor's house.
I just still can't believe it.
Neighbor Danielle Parks was friends with the Newbys and says the couple was going through a divorce. They used to babysit Parks' own twins.
Great mother. You know, she went through a lot to have those babies. He was great. You know, I'm not even going to discount that he was a good friend of mine as well. And just truly can't believe it.
And we're in the middle of getting briefed about Chicago and its elevated levels of gun violence when the text came through that she was a victim of gun violence.
Philadelphia Councilman Curtis Jones Jr. knew Rios Newby for more than a decade. She was the Human Resources Director at City Hall and has worked there since she was 16 years old as a high school intern.
We're like a family on that floor, and she's at the end of the hallway. We would see each other passing in the hallway, and for the shock of someone no longer with us, people were walking around the hallways crying.
And Councilman Jones also says she was a positive person that everyone looked forward to seeing. Live outside of City Hall, Shantae Lands, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Shantae, thank you very much. A 50-year-old man, meantime, is dead after being struck by a hit-and-run driver on Broad Street in North Philadelphia. This happened just after 11 this morning near the busy intersection of Broad and Lehigh Avenue. Police say the driver fled the scene but was taken into custody a short time later. Eyewitnesses tell us the driver appeared to be speeding at the time. Police have not released the name of the pedestrian or the driver at this hour.
A robbery suspect is in custody after injuring an officer in North Philadelphia. It all started around 1 this morning at the Rite Aid on Broad Street and Susquehanna Avenue. Police say a man stole items from the store and then pulled a knife on the store's security guard and ran away. Officers found the suspect about a mile away from the store and struggled to arrest him.
During the apprehension and the struggle with the police officer, the officer received a large laceration to his nose.
That injured officer was brought to Hahnemann Hospital where he received stitches. He is in stable condition and the robbery suspect is in custody. But Lehigh County prosecutors are asking for the public's help to identify a man whose remains were found in the early 90s. Authorities released a rendering of what the man may have looked like. His remains were found in a wooded area near Albert Street in Allentown in 1991. Police continue to work with forensic analysts on this cold case. They want to identify the man and determine how he died. If you have any information, you're asked to call police.
And in Philadelphia, preparations are currently underway for the Made in America concert. Officials say road closures for the two-day Labor Day event will start on August 26th. Now, that's when sections of the Ben Franklin Parkway will be closed, along with certain roads in the Fairmount neighborhood. The closures will happen in phases, but all of the roads will reopen early on September 4th. Also in Philly, children are enjoying 2 new playgrounds at Carroll Park. City officials dedicated the new play sets, one for young children and a second for older kids in West Philly. The newly renovated park also has a new spray ground, sprinkler area, and new landscaping as well. And now we are turning to the Eagles. Last night certainly was not a good night for them, Don, losing to the Patriots and then Nick Foles and an injury.
Yeah, I was actually at a viewing party last night, and people had their hands on their mouths.
That's right. That's right.
So, yeah, let's
By the way,
turn
I
it
want
over
people to
to
know your viewing party, you were actually working.
Yeah,
You
let's
were
make
working.
that
This
very
wasn't
clear.
a viewing
Thank
party where you were
you.
kicking it and having nachos and
Thank
all
you,
the rest,
Sports
right?
Director John Bell,
Listen,
for
I just-
clarifying.
It's all business. It's all business.
I just want the people to know. Yeah, it was a big buzzkill last night, as I'm sure all the people told you. You know, 2 different results against the same team. Nick Foles was nearly perfect against the Patriots in Super Bowl 52. Last night, he was a piñata at Gillette Stadium. Foles was injured on this play. He was stripped and New England scored a touchdown. Nick suffered a strained shoulder and he is scheduled to have tests today. So far, there's no word on his status. After the loss, he explained what happened.
It's just a shoulder, just sort of got jarred in a funny way as I was falling through. When you're falling through on a deep ball and someone grabs your arm when you're going, it's not the best feeling. So, but, you know, I feel optimistic about it, and, you know, I'm excited to, you know, get into treatment tomorrow and just get this thing moving forward.
Now, Nick Foles sounds ho-hum there, but that's generally how he sounds anyway. So he never really panics. He's always even-keeled. The schedule for the Eagles moving forward, we'll see them again on Sunday. That's when they hit back the practice field, and the next preseason game is on Thursday in Cleveland. So we'll probably have to sit on this thing for a few hours before we finally figure out what's wrong with Nick Foles.
Or until we realize or figure out if he's going to be playing in this next game.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
so if it's not Nick Foles, who's the next quarterback?
Nate Sudfeld was fantastic
okay.
last night, but you don't want to have to go that route.
Yeah.
He really hasn't played much at all in his career.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep us posted. Thanks so much, Don.
All right, you got it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Well, it's Friday, and it is hot. So to celebrate Summerfest, some of the CBS 3 crew packed up and went down the shore.
Let's check in now with meteorologist Kate Bilo live in North Wildwood there. So, Kate, I'm hearing there may be some storms coming your way. What's happening down there?
That's right, you guys. Although it looks like the bulk of the storms are more north and west of Philadelphia. That's actually where we have a severe thunderstorm watch, which I'll show you in just a moment. I'm in a great location. I'll tell you what, we've got the beach to our right, and behind us, we're at the pool. It is a new pool club, the Starboard Pool Club, right along the beach in North Wildwood. We're going to show you more of this in just a moment, but I want to get to the weather first and foremost, because as I mentioned, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch to tell you about. Let's take a look at it. It's north and west mainly of the city. That's where the worst of the weather will be. So from Berks County in the Lehigh Valley up toward the Poconos, portions of southern New York State and northern New Jersey, all under a severe thunderstorm watch, and that goes until 11 o'clock tonight. On Storm Scan 3, there's not a whole lot popping up right now. There is one storm that is severe warned down across portions of Maryland, but as we widen out, you can see a line of storms moving through State College, moving through central Pennsylvania. They are headed this direction, right into that severe warned area. The dynamics are just better for these storms to turn severe off to the north and west, but that doesn't mean we can't get a locally strong or severe storm closer to the city. Take a look also at how hot it is. Plenty of fuel for these thunderstorms. Heat and humidity, that's what thunderstorms thrive off of. And here's what it feels like outside right now. It feels like 103 degrees in Reading at the moment. Feels like 100 in Atlantic City. Feels like 101 in Dover. And in Philadelphia, it feels like 99. It is a sweltering afternoon. Your top 3 weather headlines at 4 here. Storms rolling in this evening and tonight. An unsettled weekend looks to be in the works as that system stalls overhead Saturday into Sunday. And then we do have a return to more seasonable temperatures in the works. We got a lot to talk about. Thunderstorm activity tonight, showers and storms for the weekend. I'll bring it all to you from here at the Starboard Beach Club in North Wildwood. From here, I can see Yuki Washington. I'm waving to him right now. We're going to send it over to you, Yuki, for more on what brings Summerfest to the Wildwoods this evening. Hey.
I see you, Kate. Thank you so much. I see you by the pool. Nice. Good gig. Good gig indeed. Yeah, it's another Summerfest Friday, family. And seems like just yesterday we were at Penn's Landing talking about the tall ships to start all of this off. And now, once again, we are live in North Wildwood at the new Seaport Pier. And I tell you what, this place is absolutely beautiful, and there's a lot of fun to be had as well. Let me break it down for you when I talk about fun. How about an adventure on the high seas? We're hopping on board a very cool cruise for pirates. That's right, pirates of all ages. Arr, matey, come on and join us. That was a pitiful pirate, I know. And speaking of wild rides, if you have the need for speed, hold on to your hats. Our always adventurous Tori Woodall heads out in search of dolphins on a speedboat, sure to get your heart pumping. And we are pumped for the latest edition of Summerfest from North Wildwood here on the new Seaport Pier. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot to talk about. Natasha, Alex, we will see you at 5. And Alex, I understand you were down here not too long ago, right?
That's right. I made a trip down this week, and I was going to share with Natasha. Driving around Wildwood, something I did a lot growing up. I wasn't always supposed to be doing that, but I did it. But this time I was supposed to go down, and it's something where you really notice this very particular style of architecture. So finally on this trip down, I learned more about it. And the style is known as doo-wop. The term doo-wop was actually coined in Wildwood. Of course, it is an ode to the music of the 50s and 60s, much of which had its debut right there in the shore town. Think Bill Haley and the Comets and Chubby Checker. So for many, it's a place that brings back memories while also providing a whimsical and historical backdrop for making new ones.
History is always fascinating. What makes this more fascinating is many of the people that originally experienced it are still here. They come back and relive it.
So those slanted roofs, curved railings, and neon brights that you notice in Wildwood are uniquely its own, but also shares similarities with the Miami modern style of architecture, or MIMO. And I'm going to talk about what that is and why that is coming up on Eyewitness News at 6.
Right. I love the architecture. It's almost like they're stuck in time and bringing it all to life. It's really awesome.
And a lot of people who spent their time down there during the 50s and 60s, they're still here and they're still having fun.
It's awesome.
All looks familiar.
I saw Chubby Checker. They even did a little twist there.
Oh.
All right. Well, coming up, teachers starting in the Philadelphia School District have a lot to learn. First-time teachers, including some slang. So students want to help them out a little bit. We're going to talk about that coming up next.
And weather in Switzerland has been so hot it melted a glacier, revealing something that has been buried since World War II. You have to see it to believe it.
And the tributes are still pouring in for the late Aretha Franklin. Coming up, we're going to hear from legendary singer Stevie Wonder, who gets very emotional talking about his friend. I love that last one, parenting in 5 words or less. You might need a little more than that. But tweet us your answer to that at #CBS3 at 4. We'd love to hear your 5 words to sum up parenting. Meantime, this is our CBSPhilly.com web department. Hard at work as always. They're making sure that when you're not in front of the TV, you can get the very latest information online anytime you like. Now let's take you to the CBS 3 at 4 page and look at some of the stories that folks are talking about today. This is such a cute little story here. This is a 3-year-old little girl. She got quite the send-off from the hospital, actually. She got kicked out of the hospital, but in the sweetest way possible. We're talking about little Hadley Gray. She spent the past 6 months at St. Jude's Hospital in Memphis getting chemotherapy after being diagnosed with leukemia. But her treatments ended the other day, and the staff celebrated by singing her a little goodbye song.
Our patients have the cutest S-M-I-L-E. Our patients have the sweetest H-E-A-R-T. Oh, we love to see you every day.
So sweet. So the song goes on to say, we love to see you every day, but now's the time we get to say, pack your bags, get out the door. You don't get chemo anymore. So that was just such a sweet little send-off, and she's finally heading back home.
Why are you going to make me cry, Natasha? I'm
sorry.
working.
I know. I like to make
you
people
so
cry.
proud and happy. I'm so happy for her. Well, this is another great kid story here. This is definitely Major League Baseball's play of the week. It goes to a 7-year-old boy at a Detroit Tigers game on Tuesday. A routine foul ball catch turned into a touching moment.
In the air left field, that's slicing. And it will go down in history as nothing. But it's not nothing to him. Oh, how about that? How nice is that?
Look at that. Travis Blackwell was lucky enough to catch the foul ball. And then he promptly gives it away to an even younger fan who was celebrating his birthday that day. I just love that. It made me think immediately. I have this memory. I don't know that this is true, but I have this memory of my dad catching 2 foul balls at one game. I don't know that he gave those balls away to anybody, including myself and my siblings. But that was definitely an act of kindness. It takes a lot to do that.
That was sweet. And also, you know, if you're a first-time teacher in Philadelphia, well, you know what? The kids, they've got a handbook for you. They have actually a first-year teacher handbook. There's a whole section dedicated to teaching new teachers Philly slang. So this is, I had to learn all this too when I first moved to Philly. So including words like this, John, which I didn't know what that was until I moved to Philly, which describes anything from a person, place, or thing. So it's something like, you know, can you pass me that, John?
I'll pass you that,
Just
John.
use it in a sentence. All right, here's Okie. I hope I'm saying that right. Anything fake or not authentic. Out of pocket. We've heard that before. My teacher gave me homework today. She's out of pocket.
I don't know that one.
I know that one. But, and of course, water ice, affectionately pronounced water ice in Philly. I've been working on that since I'm an honorary Philadelphian after all these years. Water. W-O-O-D-E-R, that is.
Oh, I love that. Remember, you can see all these stories and more on our website, cbsphilly.com, and be sure to check out the CBS 3 at 4 page.
And now a 105-year-old finally receives his college diploma 83 years after graduation. This is Bill Vaught. He was among the first students on the campus of San Diego State all the way back in 1931. He graduated in 1935, but never got the printed diploma. So when the school found out, they held a special ceremony for him yesterday, and that's when he got to hold his diploma in his hands for the very first time. That's so sweet.
Oh, so sweet. Well deserved. Very good. Well, we're going to toss this out to meteorologist Kate Bilo, who, of course, is in North Wildwood for Summerfest. Hey, Kate.
Hi, Natasha and Alex. What a beautiful day it is down the shore. It is hot. It is humid. It's the perfect day to take a dip in the ocean or a dip in the pool behind me. This place is amazing. We're in North Wildwood at the new Seaport Pier, and right along the pier is the Starboard Pool Club. And take a look at what this looks like. I'm going to move out of the way so we can kind of scan the area for you here. People are having a blast. I wish I had known to bring my bathing suit, because I'll tell you what, it is sticky out here. It's a great day to take a dip. Kids are in the pool. The parents are in the pool. They got cabanas in the back. They got lounge chairs. And I don't know if you can see the lines across the screen there. And I wondered out loud, what do you think those lines are for? And my photographer, Tom Kelly, told me he talked to the manager here, and he said those are actually seagull preventative measures. So the seagulls won't fly through those wires to get the food. So you can actually have French fries delivered to your pool chair, and the seagulls are not going to bother you, which I think is actually pretty amazing. There are 2 plates of French fries down there that are just sitting untouched, and no seagulls, which, as you know, we're right at the beach. Seagulls usually come in and swoop in, so I'm pretty impressed by that little detail. This is a beautiful place. It does there is a membership fee to join here, but it's brand new. It's a place to check out, and as Yuki will tell you, the Seaport Pier in and of itself is gorgeous. Now, as we've been talking about, it is a very hot day, and basically you have to be within spitting distance of the ocean to feel any kind of relief out here. There's a little bit of a breeze, as you can see. I had to do the ponytail look here, but you walk about maybe 10 feet off the boardwalk, there's no breeze at all. It is hot, it is sticky, and that's down the shore. Further inland, it is even worse, and now we have showers and thunderstorms moving in. So let's take a look at what we got going on as we head through tonight. We'll get into some weather here. We're going to start off with a look at Cape May, which is looking a lot like North Wildwood. Lots of people on the beach enjoying a sunny, hot, humid summer afternoon. This is perfect shore weather. Got that sticky salt air stuck to your skin. Right now, temperatures across the region, it's 88 down the shore, it's 90 in the city, and it's 82 up in the Poconos. It is feeling a whole lot hotter, though. Your heat index numbers in the triple digits in some spots, other spots in the upper 90s, thanks to those high dew points. The dew point right now in the oppressive range, feeling pretty close to insufferable. So Storm Scan 3 does show severe thunderstorm watch. That's what you see shaded in the yellow there. It's up across the Poconos and the Lehigh Valley. We've got storms just beginning to fire up across the region. You can see them mainly across central Pennsylvania. Future weather taking us through the remainder of this evening. Showers and storms, especially about 7 o'clock off to the west. The worst of it looks like it's going to be about 8 or 9 o'clock right around this Mount Pocono area, Allentown, through the Lehigh Valley, and then headed to North Jersey as we get toward 9 or 10. Make sure you tune in on CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 11 for the latest on that active radar. And that front's going to stall overhead. So severe potential for tonight, drenching downpours, localized flooding, strong gusty winds as well, especially to the north and west. Here in Wildwood this evening, the storm should stay away at least until the overnight hours, so it's warm and humid, temps in the 80s. Our sunset tonight is at 7:51 p.m. If you're headed to the Phillies game, drink plenty of water. 86 degrees. It looks generally dry. Better chance for a thunderstorm by the end of the game tonight. So our low tonight is 75. A shower or thunderstorm. Best threat for severe weather is in our northernmost suburbs. Tomorrow, some sun. Still humid with scattered late day showers and storms, and then your Eyewitness Weather 7-day forecast does bring a cool down. On Sunday, more clouds, temperatures only in the low 80s with a stray shower. Monday looks beautiful, 82 and sunny, and then we've got more shower and storm chances as we head into the middle of next week. So again, we're back here live in North Wildwood. We are at the Starboard Pool Club enjoying a gorgeous afternoon. We're going to talk to some of the kids here coming up and tell you about all the fun you can have down here in the wild woods, all of them, because there's a lot of things to do down here. But for now, we're going to send it back to you, Natasha and Alex.
Kate, thank you so much. I'm so happy you explained about those cables behind you, because when I was first looking at that, I was like, oh no, the signal's breaking up. But it deters seagulls. That's great.
It's amazing, right? I love it.
Great, thank you.
Thanks so much, Kate. Well, so we have a story coming up that may sound a little crazy, but it's actually true. 2 fishermen had to be rescued when a whale capsized their boat, and it was not too far from here.
Also ahead, millions will be spending Saturday at ceremonies and receptions. Why tomorrow is such a popular day for weddings.
Also now, a live look down the shore. It is, of course, Summerfest Friday, everyone, and we're live in North Wildwood on this hot August day. But Tori, well, you know, she's found a great place just to cool off and chill out a little bit. We're going to check in with her in just a bit. Stay with us.
If you're getting hitched tomorrow, you are far from alone.
Not hardly. The website The Knot reports that more than 28,000 couples will be getting married on August 18th. Nearly 4 million guests are expected to attend all of those ceremonies, and an estimated $1 billion will be spent on gifts and outfits. There are several guesses as to why tomorrow is such a popular wedding day. The number 18 is lucky in several cultures, and also 81818 is a palindrome. Interesting. All right, so President Trump making an announcement about that big military parade that he was planning, why it has now been canceled, coming up.
Also ahead at 4.
If you don't believe in love at first sight, you might after this story. I'm Anita O at Temple University, the elevator behind the love story that spanned more than 40 years.
Cutting-edge technology and an enormous warehouse. I'm Cleve Bryan, and coming up, we'll show you inside the new Amazon Fulfillment Center in West Deptford and tell you about how many jobs it's creating in the area.
At 4:30, let's take a look at some of today's headlines.
President Trump has canceled plans for a military parade, citing the price tag. Officials say the event could have topped $92 million, more than 3 times the price first suggested by the White House.
Well, porn star Stormy Daniels has bailed on a British reality TV show at the last minute. Daniels, who alleges an affair with President Trump, reportedly had a dispute with the producers of Celebrity Big Brother. Daniels' lawyer says producers wanted to control her and produce a certain result.
And Eyewitness News at City Hall today, where officials held an event to celebrate Philadelphia's growth in the solar energy industry. Officials say the city is taking steps toward increasing its solar markets, as well as the number of energy-efficient buildings and creating new green jobs. They also recognize summer graduates of a skills training program as well. And now Amazon, meantime, is working hard and creating jobs in Gloucester County.
The tech giant is building a new fulfillment center, and we got a sneak peek. Eyewitness News reporter reporter Cleve Bryan is live in West Deptford, where the facility is being built. Cleve.
Well, when you stand up right next to these fulfillment centers, it's like the walls of Jericho. And this is the short side of the rectangular building. There's 30 football fields worth of warehouse space inside of here, and it's creating a lot of jobs. Amazon's 9th fulfillment center in New Jersey is almost ready to help make your online shopping dreams come true.
These are the multi-pack stations that they're building.
In less than 2 weeks, construction on the new West Deptford fulfillment center will be complete. So Amazon offered media and local officials a tour.
This is sort of the latest and greatest of the Amazon facilities.
Between 3 floors, there's about 1.7 million square feet of warehouse space that includes 12 miles of conveyor belts. And there's a robotic storage platform that looks right out of a sci-fi movie. I think that might be R2-D2's cousin.
So the little orange robots that you see down here are called drive units. And they actually move around the pods, which are the mobile storage units.
It's like being in a library where the shelves come to you.
It's really a cool opportunity to bring this technology to South Jersey.
Perhaps even more impressive than the size of this facility and all the cutting-edge technology is the number of jobs being created. More than 2,000 employees when this is up and running. Add that to Amazon's fulfillment center in Logan Township, that'll make 4,000 jobs in Gloucester County.
As of the opening of this facility, they will be our largest employer. So they've made an investment in us, and in return, we're providing great employment opportunities for the people who live here.
What's great about Amazon is really competitive wages. On top of that, great benefits from day one. And so we're really happy to be able to increase that job amount and bring roughly 2,000 jobs.
And so construction is supposed to be done by August 31st, and then by September 15th, all the associates can come in, and those 2,000 people go to work. In West Deptford, I'm Cleve Bryan, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, those facilities are massive. I've seen the one in Delaware. It is incredible. Thank you so much, Cleve. We appreciate that.
Well, the tributes continue to pour in for the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, one day after she died from cancer at the age of 76.
Well, we've now learned an Aretha Franklin tribute concert. It's in the works. There are plans to host the event at Madison Square Garden in New York in November. Meantime, fellow music legend Stevie Wonder got very emotional while talking to CBS this morning about his last conversation with his longtime friend.
I thought I cried my last tear. Obviously I said I'd get it together because I did want to see her, so I decided on Monday I would go. So I flew out from LA to Detroit and went to see her and spoke with her. She wasn't able to speak back, but her family felt that she could hear me, and so I just said all the things that I've always said.
Well, funeral arrangements are still pending. Aretha's family says they plan to release details early next week. Our coverage of Aretha Franklin's life and legacy doesn't end here. You can always find more information and videos on our website, cbsphilly.com.
Well, investigators in Colorado believe they found the bodies of a pregnant mother and her 2 young daughters. Charged in their murders is the husband and father, Chris Watts. He said little in court yesterday. The silence was a dramatic reversal from earlier in the week as Watts pleaded for the return of his wife, Shandan, and their 2 daughters, 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Celeste. Family and friends are stunned by the murders.
We love Shandan and those girls so much. It came to her mind that possibly he could be cheating.
Investigators have not revealed a possible motive. We continue our trip around the region, county by county, with stories happening in your neighborhood. In Cumberland County, a former corrections officer is facing charges of smuggling opioids into the state prison in Bridgeton. 53-year-old David Cade of Clayton was indicted by a grand jury this week. Charges include conspiracy, misconduct, bribery, and drug distribution. Authorities say he allegedly smuggled oxycodone and Suboxone to an inmate in exchange for cash.
In Atlantic County now, Atlantic Care Health System is promoting healthy lifestyles. The hospital hosted a community health fair today in Atlantic City. The event included a picnic, entertainment, and free health assessments. Now, information was available about other community services like housing programs and obtaining medical insurance.
And now an amazing story with a Mercer County connection. A retired Trenton firefighter rescued 2 fishermen after a whale capsized their boat. It happened yesterday off the coast of Long Branch. Former fire department diver Gary Zabal was fishing nearby and rushed into action. He helped the two fishermen who were stunned out of the water.
Well, stay with us, everyone. Still ahead, it's been so hot that we often joke that we're melting, right?
Yeah, well, in Switzerland, a glacier actually melted in the heat there, and what it uncovered has been there for decades. We'll tell you all about it when Eyewitness News returns.
Well, students at universities all over the region have started moving into their college dorms right about now.
We recently learned about a move-in day so special that it sparked a love that spanned more than 40 years. Eyewitness News reporter Anita O brings us this story of love found on an elevator.
When life opens a door, you never know who might walk through.
She was a wonderful person, a very caring, very giving person.
In September 1972, Eric Schlesinger, then a resident assistant at Temple University, was manning the elevator at Hardwick Hall as students moved in. He doesn't remember helping Sherry Rubin then, but just days later, the junior would approach him at a campus mixer. And that's a moment he would never forget.
She said, "Hello, or hi, Mr. Elevator Man." And I remember turning around and seeing an absolutely beautiful girl in front of me.
Those 4 words led to a courtship, and the couple later married in December 1974. They collected 42 years of memories together until Sherry's passing last fall.
There's a hole in my life, and there always will be.
So in addition to making a donation to the university, he dedicated a plaque to his late wife outside of that same elevator. Engraved right there on the wall, a testament to their chance encounter, their story, and their love.
The rest, as I'd say, is history.
At Temple University, Anita O, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
That is such a great love story.
I know, my eyes are red again. Your story first in the talkers now this.
I know. I've always heard that too. The people, I know people that have met in college and they're still together. It's like, yeah.
Well, in elevators, I'm always awkward in elevators. That would have never happened to me. I'm just staring at the wall.
I just don't say anything. Yeah, exactly. All right, well, stay with us, everyone. Still ahead, the best place to get some relief from this heat. It's going to be down the shore, of course.
Of course. We'll take you back to Wildwood. That's where some of the CBS 3 crew is on this Summerfest Friday. It's a nice day to be on the beach, the boardwalk, and especially the place that we find our own Victoria Woodall. Stay tuned. We're coming right back.
Well, let's take a look now at some of the other stories making headlines at 4 o'clock today.
Jurors in the fraud trial of former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort are now in their second day of deliberations. A coalition of media organizations filed a motion with the judge in the case for the names of the jurors as well as transcripts of bench conferences. The judge denied this request, saying he himself has been the target of threats.
And a long-lost U.S. warplane is found with a little help from Mother Nature. The Dakota crashed in Switzerland during World War II. Now, all of the people on board were rescued, but the plane's fate was unknown for almost 72 years. That is until the plane's wreckage recently reappeared after the glacier it was buried under melted during a heat wave. Wow. And speaking of melting... I was saying, speaking of melting, let's go down the shore and see what's happening there on this Summerfest Friday. We're celebrating in the Wildwoods. We've got Wildwood, North Wildwood, Wildwood Crest, West Wildwood. We're all over the place.
We're all over the place. And our Victoria Woodall is in North Wildwood. She's live on Surfside Pier. I know Wildwood is your place, Tori.
Wildwood is my spot, you guys. Every family vacation, I am in Wildwood. But guess what? Wildwood is not just for families, it's for bridal parties. Guess what? It is Jessica's bachelorette. Jessica, where are you from?
Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Wonderful. Jessica, why choose Wildwood and going pier hopping for the bachelorette?
So much fun. Water park all day.
Check.
Hanging out.
Check.
Getting some food and some drinks.
Love
going
it.
On all kind of rides. So
Amazing.
much fun. Thank you.
So this was a no-brainer for you?
Yes, absolutely.
Was this like on your bucket list? Like, guys, doing Wildwood, no question?
There's one thing in particular on the bucket list. It wasn't this, but I can't say it on air. But yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, the night is young, I guess,
Yes,
you guys.
yes, exactly.
And who do you have here with you?
My bridal party, Tony, Desiree, Alex, and my maid of honor, Jenna.
Oh, that's amazing. And you don't know these kids over here?
No,
They're not with you?
No.
Okay, awesome. Well, I got an idea. Since you've already done the water park, what if we do some games?
Oh, sure.
All right, let's go over here. So you guys, I talked to some kids earlier. You want to play too? Yeah, you should come play too. I was talking to some kids earlier, Margot and Josh, they're from Philly, and I asked them about this game in particular, the quarter game. Here's what they said on how to have the best form and how to get it right. Coming back, we'll show you how we play. Let's do it. Here's your quarter. So you come to Wildwood to vacation?
Yes.
But you come to Wildwood for the boards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to me about the strategy to win this game because you both have won.
So you want to get like the longest row of the plates and then you just throw it from whatever distance.
Okay. As you're throwing the coin, what are you thinking in your mind?
Try and get it onto a plate.
Absolutely. How many tries did it take you to win?
Like 2 or 3.
That's it?
Yeah.
Is this your first time playing?
Yeah.
And you guys both walked away winners?
Yep.
Do you think I got a shot?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, how does this look? Is it like that, or do I give some more oomph to it?
Well, you might want to stand over here and go for like one of these 3 rows and then throw it like a frisbee almost.
Throw it like a frisbee. All right, I'm going to do that. Wish me luck, okay? Awesome. Pressure is on. Margot and Josh say, throw it like a frisbee. Okay? So we're going to let Jessica, the bride, go first. Pressure is on. Your fiance probably isn't watching because he's on his bachelor party.
Yes.
But maybe you'll see it later, so let's see how you do.
All right. Ready?
Oh!
One more. No.
Oh, all right. Let me try for you.
Got a couple.
Oh, that was worse. That was even worse. Oh. Okay, well.
Tried.
It's okay. Feels like you got the bridal party to raise your spirits up. Have a great time in Wildwood. Have a great wedding. All right, you guys, you're on. Let's see how you do. Tossing it back to Alex and Natasha. This is where the fun is at. Coming up at 5 and 6 o'clock. We're talking rides. We're talking water park and possibly a speedboat and dolphin excursion. Lots happening in Summerfest, you guys.
I know. That's always the hardest game, though. I'm not kidding. I don't know how you ever win anything on that game. Thank you so much, Tori.
I usually walk away a loser, but
Me
you're
too.
welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Tori. We're going to now check in with Kate Bilo. She's just a bit north on the boardwalk of the new Seaport Pier. I actually have my best friend's bridal shower on Sunday, and I know all eyes are on the weekend forecast, mine especially. What's going on, Kate?
Well, you know, Sunday looks like a few showers here and there. We'll talk about that in just a moment. The weekend in general looks just a bit unsettled, but as far as today is concerned, off to the west it's getting a little stormy, but here in North Wildwood, it is beautiful. And let me tell you, just about 30 seconds ago I said, I wonder if there's any kids here that want to be on TV. And it's like they heard me. All you guys showed up here on my balcony. Hi, everyone. Can you wave to everybody at home? You guys having so much fun here? All right, so let me ask you, what do you think about the weather today?
It's really good outside. It's really warm. It's a good beach day and a pool day.
So were you on the beach earlier or just on the pool? Yeah. And now at the pool?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this your favorite kind of day down the shore?
Yes. The waves are like really big.
Are they? Were you boogie boarding?
Yes.
Nice. And tell me how much fun this pool is. Are you having fun in this pool?
Yes.
Are you swimming with that flamingo swimmies on? I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So you guys are having a blast. Have you gotten any food delivered? Any French fries? Anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Here's a float named French fries.
Here's a float named French fry. I saw someone in a French fry float and a pizza float out there.
I'm the pizza.
You're the pizza and you're the French. You know, I didn't bring my bathing suit, guys, but I think I may have to float on the pizza float before I leave. I'm just saying, it's a little hot and you guys look all cool and refreshed. What do you think? Are you cool and refreshed?
Very.
Nice. Is the water good down there?
Warm. The ocean, you'll get used to it a couple of tries.
All right, so I just got to ease myself in, or maybe just run in and dive under a wave, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some weather, because you guys know how beautiful it is here. It's not that beautiful everywhere. There's some thunderstorms we need to talk about, so we're going to go out to our weather graphics now, and we're going to start off with a look at temperatures, because as we were just saying, it is hot. It is hot. It is humid. Temperatures all across the map are in the 90s right now, a couple of 80s here and there, but it is a steamy afternoon, and our dew points are well up in the 70s. Dew points in the mid-70s right now. Take a look at our severe thunderstorm watch. This is in effect for areas north and west of here, not here in Wildwood, so nobody has to get nervous about that. We just have it for the Lehigh Valley, Berks County, and the Poconos, and right now on Storm Scan 3, a few storms just starting to creep toward Harrisburg, and one over southern Berks County that we have to keep an eye on. But some of these storms over central Pennsylvania have been producing ping-pong ball-sized hail. That doesn't sound fun at all, does it, guys? No. So, future weather, what can we expect? We'll see showers and thunderstorms break out overnight and even into tomorrow. That front's going to stall overhead. Tomorrow starts with clouds, maybe a couple of showers. Should be nicer here down the shore than it is inland. Our unsettled pattern continues Sunday with a new low developing off the coast. Doesn't have a ton of moisture with it, but scattered showers and clouds through the day Sunday. So this evening in Wildwood, we've got still plenty of sunshine at 6 o'clock, 82 degrees, 80 by 8 o'clock, and 79 by 9 o'clock tonight. Our forecast lows tonight still very steamy in the mid-70s. Saturday, 88 with scattered late day showers and storms. Your weekend watch looking unsettled, but not a washout. Shower and thunderstorm chances both days, and then cooler temperatures by Sunday. But I think all you guys can agree with me that no matter what the weather is here in Wildwood, you've got the beach, you've got the pool, you've got the boardwalk, you've got the rides. It's fun even if it rains, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Let's wave goodbye to everyone at home. And can one of you say for me, can you say back to you, Alex and Natasha?
Back to you, Alex and Natasha.
Perfect. Back to you guys.
Thanks, you guys. We're waving at you from here. Have fun down there. All right, we'll see you soon. Well, it is just about back to school time, everyone, and it seems that everyone's pitching in to get area schools ready.
Even the Sixers mascot is getting in on the action. We're going to take you to the team's day of service when we come back.
Welcome back, everyone. A West Philadelphia school gets a makeover thanks to some pretty hardworking volunteers.
Yeah, more than 150 employees from the Philadelphia 76ers and Honda pulled out the paintbrushes today. They were working hard to restore Samuel Gompers Elementary on the 5700 block of Winfield Avenue. Even Franklin the dog got in on the fun. Each student at the school will also receive a new notebook and folder to start the school year.
Was Franklin really doing work there? He's doing a little bit. All right, well, that's going to do it for us at 4 o'clock.
Eyewitness News at 5 live from the Wildwood starts right now. Hey, Yuki.
You know what to do.
Watch the tram car, please.
One more time.
Watch the tram car, please.
And watch Summerfest 2018 from North Wildwood, New Jersey. How am I doing, Gig?
You're my #1 driver.
#1, baby.
Watch the tram car, please.
From the city to the suburbs to the shore and everywhere in between, CBS 3 is celebrating summer. It's Summerfest 2018.
I still can't believe it. I drove the tram car. Now, talk about wild Wildwood days when you're a kid and you ride on the tram car. You always say, Mom, Dad, can I drive it? Can I drive it? And they go, no, of course not. I drove the tram car today, and it felt so good. I'm putting it out there. It felt really, really good. Good evening, everyone. I am Yuki Washington, and we are broadcasting live from the new Seaport Pier in North Wildwood. And what a beautiful place it is. A little windy right now, but a beautiful, beautiful venue, no doubt about it. So many things to do, so many people to see, so many places to go as well. And if you want to go beyond the boardwalk, trust me on this, the Wildwoods is the place to be.
There's more than just Wildwood. North Wildwood, the nearby island of West Wildwood, and Wildwood Crest, with tiny Diamond Beach rounding out the group. Let's start in the north, where it all started. Hereford Inlet Lighthouse, the first permanent structure on 5 Mile Beach built in 1874, says Scott Jett of the North Wildwood Historical Commission.
People are amazed that such history has been preserved.
It's still a working lighthouse managed by the Coast Guard with a museum on the lower floors. Right outside, visitors flock to the formal gardens for snapshots.
People are here every day taking pictures.
It's a short walk to the seawall for some of the best ocean views. It's just a 2-mile trip over the bridge to the quiet island of West Wildwood. Wildwood is the big brother in the middle. An estimated 250,000 people descend on the boardwalk on a typical summer Saturday, and they are from everywhere. Wildwood barber Laverne Fitzpatrick has collected dollars from around the world.
People from Ghana to Egypt, Canada, Europe.
Some Wildwood attractions have been around for generations. Wildwood sightseer trams have been running for 70 years. Their most famous operator is John Gig Gigliotti, with 25 years on the job.
These are icons of the Wildwood.
Giggy is an icon too. John Sebastian of Montreal ran over for a photo after recognizing Giggy from Canadian television.
And we saw also Gig on the TV screen, and we just met him right away.
You don't even have to be in Wildwood to be in on the fun. Just tune in to the live Earth Cam at the Wildwood sign. To the south, you'll find Duffer's Restaurant and mini golf, a stone's throw from Wildwood Crest.
Wildwood Crest is just a quiet town to relax. It's like an escape.
Thousands come to the Crest every summer to stay in the doo-wop hotels, stroll through Centennial Park, ride the bike path along the beach, and of course, relax on the sand. Some visit their next-door neighbor, Diamond Beach in Lower Township. For those in the know, Sunset Lake in Wildwood Crest is the spot to capture the setting sun and post social media photos like these. Whether you're looking for a party atmosphere or a peaceful respite, you can find it in the Wildwoods.
See, I told you it was fun, and when it comes to tourism and development, John Siciliano, the man. He is the man. He stands with us right now. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for having us again.
Listen, we love having you down here. We're glad you're here.
Now, word is, you came here a lot as a child. Tell us about that.
My dad was a Philadelphia police officer, and every summer for 2 weeks out of his vacation was here in the Wildwoods. And since 1952 until I moved down here in 1981, we were here every summer.
So you know something or a thing or two about the Wildwoods. What makes it so special, John? What would you tell folks when coming here for the first time?
Well, right behind us, we have the best beach, in my opinion, on the whole Jersey Shore.
I hear you.
We got the Wildwoods Boardwalk, which is just 2 miles of fun. I think it's better than any other boardwalk by comparison. And there's something for everybody. Between fishing and boating and stuff on the back bay, there's something in Wildwood for everyone, and that's what I think makes it unique.
And you have a second season. I mean, things are going on all year round. Almost 200 events. Tell us about some of them.
Well, you know what? A lot of people are thinking, oh, Labor Day's coming and summer's over. Well, guess what? Nope. We go right through to the middle of October with events every single weekend, and I mean some really strong weekends. Irish festivals, Italian festivals, seafarers weekends. We have firemen's conventions, and then we kind of ended up with the 50s weekend, which every year is the middle of October. I think it's the 18th and 19th this year. The 50s weekend. We're going to have a concert in the convention center, so it's fun filled, and believe me, it's a great time of the year to fall in the Wildwoods.
Yes, it is.
The rates are lower, the crowds are smaller, time to enjoy.
You sold me. Thank you, sir.
You got it.
John Siciliano. Yes, indeed. Thank you for coming by and joining us, my friend.
Thank you for having me on.
All right, stick around a little bit because we're going to talk about the weather. It's kind of windy down here coming off the ocean, obviously.
Feels great, though.
Feels great. Kate, how's it feel over there by the pool?
You know, Yuki, I'm only, about 50 yards away from you, and it feels pretty great up here, too. We're up high by the pool. We've got the ocean in the background, the boardwalk behind us, and it feels good thanks to the breeze. But you walk just maybe 20 feet that way, go off the boardwalk, and you feel the heat immediately. The breeze doesn't really penetrate very far inland, so it is a hot and humid day, not only here in Wildwood, but all across the region. And as storms start to work their way in, they're really feeding off the heat and humidity. Let's take a a look at what's going on storm-wise across the region this evening. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch to tell you about. It's in effect for our north and west suburbs, not for Philadelphia, not for the shore. You can see all those areas shaded in yellow there. That's what we talked about yesterday, that the biggest threat would be to the north and west. It looks like the worst of it may be North Jersey into New York later tonight, but Storm Scan 3 does show a line of some pretty nasty looking storms developing just off to the west. A couple of strong ones have moved into portions of Berks County. These do have a history of producing large, severe hail, ping pong ball size hail reported across central Pennsylvania, and these storms continuing to work their way in later this evening and tonight. Right now at Mount Pocono, it's 82 degrees with a breeze from the south-southwest. That south wind is really bringing the heat and humidity today. 89 in Philly, 88 in Atlantic City, but it feels like the mid to upper 90s, and that's what it feels like here too when you head a little bit away from the ocean. Coming up, I'll tell you about a bit of an unsettled weekend. I'll talk about which days are going to be the best to get outside, both in the city and down the shore. But for now, Yuki, will send it back over to you.
All right, Kate, thank you so much. From an unsettled weekend to that we are very settled right here in North Wildwood. We're talking wild rides to water slides. Maurice Piers entertains children of all ages, especially the big kid you're looking at right now. You may remember this. Me taking a certain roller coaster down here last year. I don't think I've recovered from that ride yet, and that's been a year. That was the great nor'easter over at Maurice Piers, which is preparing to celebrate a very big anniversary. And our Tori Woodle is at Maurice Ocean Water Park Oasis or Surfside Pier. And Tori, I know you remember when I was taking that ride. I was chicken, but I did it. And you showed me up a little bit last summer because you got on one too.
That's right. I think we both conquered our fears. And the best part about doing that is that when you take on a coaster or when you take on a slide at the water park, you feel all that good stuff going through you. Finn, this is your first time at the water park, right? What do you think it's going to be like?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, what did your mom and dad say?
Well, on next Friday, me and Ben are going to here.
Oh, fabulous.
So that's my 2 times.
2 times in 1 week? Wow. So what are you going to do right now?
Well, I'm trying to go in that big water.
The big one right here? And you're not scared?
Mm-mm.
Wow. And your name is Finn, right? Finn. I think we need to cheer Finn on for the water slide. Finn! 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 Good luck, Finn. Have fun, okay? Go, Finn, go! That's the spirit. This is what it's all about at Maurice, making memories. And guys, they've been doing it for years. And here is all that's good about this park and pier all along Wildwood. Check it out.
How do you sum up a Wildwood landmark that has 3 piers, 2 water parks, countless rides and games, and is almost 50 years young? Pure joy.
It's just a seaside, classical, happy place. No, eyes tell it all.
Maurice Pier has been the classic vacation stop right on the beach for families looking for a carnival atmosphere and a stage to soar above sea level, proving that simple pleasures always steal the show.
I love watching maybe a father. Maybe he has a really nice beer belly, and maybe he's chasing his child around a ride. The kid's on the ride, but because I know this because I did this myself, and he's laughing at himself, right? And it's like that's like the sort of non-pretentious environment that's really so important to having fun.
Fun is their job, and it's Jack Morey and his family that have been hosting you, working to up the ante every year.
This year we have, I would say, 3 new major attractions. We have the Wild Wizard on Mariners Pier, which is a family coaster. We also have Wilhelm's Beer Garden, and we also have the new Pig Dog Beach Bar here on Mariners Pier. It has a barbecue-themed menu. We have a dog-friendly beach area. We have great cocktails. We want there to be a piece of fun for everyone when they visit Maurice Piers.
Just don't think it's too late to still live it up.
You still have time. Our water parks, are open to Labor Day. We are open actually weekends after that, so there is still time to come to Maurice Piers to get in your thrills, to get in the rides and slides before it's too late.
Memories, sweet, sweet memories are made here. And guys, have you ever eaten fudge in a water park before? No, feels like we need some fudge. Yuki, shout out to the Bogle brothers for the Fudge Kitchen. Found me here at the water park. Thank you so much. Always sharing the love because it's all about the kids, right, Peter?
It's about the kids, absolutely.
Guys, crack that open, create some memories. Yuki's sending it back to you. You might get some fudge, but I doubt it with these guys because they've been at the park all day and they're starved. Just leave me some, you guys.
Might get some fudge. All right, we'll talk a little bit later. Tori and the gang, thank you so much. A lot more to cover here in North Wildwood from the Seaport Pier. Coming up, we introduce you to our new traffic reporter this week, Chandler Lutz, and she's having some fun, big fun, on her first Summerfest. She took a pirate cruise, and she wants to take you aboard, matey. Arr, that's coming up next. Right now, though, let's go back to the studio in Philadelphia. And Natasha, I know that was a sorry pirate. My bad.
I know. You got to work on that, you. We got to get you some help there. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Well, of course, we are following a few stories for you as well today. Coming up, a deadly hit and run in North Philadelphia, but the driver did not get very far. Plus, a family tragedy in Holmesburg. 2 4-year-old girls are able to escape after police say their father shot their mother. Don.
An abrupt ending for Nick Foles. The Super Bowl MVP was injured against the Patriots last night, and we have an update on his status. That's next in sports.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Philadelphia police are investigating a murder-suicide in Holmesburg. Police were called to the 4000 block of Meridian Street this morning. They found 37-year-old Linda Rios Newby dead in a second-floor bathroom. Police say she was killed by her husband, Hayward Newby, who was found dead near a gun on the first floor. Philadelphia Councilman Curtis Jones knew Rios Newby for more than a decade. She was the Human Resources Director at City Hall.
And we're in the middle of getting briefed about Chicago and its elevated levels of gun violence when the text came through that she was a victim of gun violence. We're like a family on that floor, and she's at the end of the hallway. We would see each other passing in the hallway, and for the shock of someone no longer with us, people were walking around the hallways crying.
Well, police say the couple's 4-year-old twin daughters were sleeping when the gunfire erupted. They were not injured. Neighbors say the couple was going through a divorce. And a 50-year-old man, meantime, is dead after being struck by a hit-and-run driver on Broad Street in North Philadelphia. This happened just after 9 o'clock this morning near the very busy intersection of Broad and Lehigh Avenue. Police say the driver fled the scene but was taken into custody a short time later. Eyewitnesses tell us the driver appeared to be speeding at the time.
When the man got off the bus, you know, he was ready to cross the street. I seen the truck pull up and speed. I don't know, I was right there. I was traumatized, man. I was right there. I seen it happen, man.
Well, police have not released the name of the pedestrian or the driver just yet. And Sports Director Don Bell's here along to tell us all about what everybody's talking about. Nick Foles.
Yeah. Everybody on the sports side, yes, everybody is talking about Nick Foles and what's going on with the Eagles. It was a tough game last night. Perhaps a sigh of relief for the Super Bowl champs. Less than 24 hours after Nick Foles was injured, we have some positive news. The Super Bowl MVP suffered a shoulder strain in the Eagles' loss to the Patriots. He was scheduled to have tests today, citing an unnamed source. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reporting that the results are okay. Foles should not face a long period of recovery. As for his performance, he was 3 for 9, 44 yards, and a fumble. He knows he has to play better.
Oh, it wasn't good, but at the end of the day, you know, it felt good to be back out there. It's been just to be back on the playing field, getting the feel for the game, being in the huddle. I missed on some throws, but I was starting to, get a rhythm and get a feel back.
So after the game, Tom Brady finally greeted Nick Foles. That never happened after the Super Bowl. The Patriots lost, and he just bounced without shaking the Super Bowl MVP's hand. Nick was asked about it.
I think everyone made a bigger deal because at the end of the day, he's a great dude. He's a heck of a player, one of the greatest of all time. And, just to say hi, I mean, that's what quarterbacks do after games. I know everyone made a big deal of the Super Bowl, but the Super Bowl is chaos after. So, but he was nice, as he always is. So, I wish him the best of luck this season.
That is a classy move by Nick Foles because he could have made a stink about that whole thing and it would have mushroomed.
Yeah,
but he did.
He was like, no, it's no
Played it
big
well.
deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much, Tom. We appreciate that. Now we're going to head back to Summerfest in North Wildwood. Kate, another hot one down there, but you're at least close to the pool. Can't jump in, but you're close.
You guys, I am in a cool spot right here. Right now, we are at the Starboard Pool Club, which is just off the beach here in North Wildwood. Not only do they have a pool, but they have a swim-up bar, which is right beneath me, and they brought up one of these beautiful virgin, non-alcoholic strawberry daiquiris for me, you know, on the job here. But you can get food, drinks delivered to your beach chairs. They've got cabanas. You're tapping into this beautiful sea breeze if you're here at the pool club. This is a membership-only club, but there's a lot of kids here enjoying it. It's a great deal if you live in the North Wildwood area to come in here and have a pool in addition to the beach. And it's right next to the Seaport Pier where the live music can be heard. And of course, they have the open air bar and restaurant. It is a great location, and the boardwalk right behind us as well. So I'll enjoy this after I tell you about the weather. We've got some big changes coming to the forecast as we head into the weekend. Let's take a look at what's going on out there right now. We'll start off with a look at what's happening outside as showers and thunderstorms start to head our direction this evening. Let's take a look at Cape May. Generally looking just hazy and beautiful. A little bit of a breeze off the water right now, but a lot of people are outside enjoying this day. Temperatures right now are near 90 degrees in a few spots, and you can see down the shore it is a little bit cooler thanks to that breeze off the ocean. Temperatures are in the low to mid 80s right now, but dew points are incredibly high. Dew points are in the low to mid 70s, which means we are right in that oppressive to insufferable range. That's making it feel like the upper 90s to near 100 in spots. Your comfort index does keep it a bit steamy as we go through the weekend. It'll get better early next week, but the weekend, this system is going to stick around and bring us showers and storms. Right now, a severe thunderstorm watch has been issued for our far north and west suburbs up across the Lehigh Valley and the Poconos. Storms are creeping ever closer. It looks like the worst of it will be tonight around 8 o'clock. A line of thunderstorms moving into the Poconos and the Lehigh Valley. Heavy rain, damaging wind, and hail. This system has a history of producing large hail. It'll exit by about 10 o'clock, but then the front hangs around into your Saturday with clouds and a few showers. If you're in Wildwood this evening, though, it looks like the storms will stay away. It'll be warm and humid, maybe a storm overnight, but the rest of the night looks good with temps in the 80s. Overnight in the city, 75, muggy and warm with a shower or storm, and Saturday scattered late day showers and storms, otherwise partly sunny with a high of 88. I think you will get some pool time in, but keep an eye to the sky. Sunday, more clouds, and it is cooler with a stray shower, especially toward the coast. Monday looks great, and then we'll see showers and storms creeping in again as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. But we are feeling the summer love out here right now. We are in North Wildwood at the pool club. They got the music going. They got the swim-up bar going. They got the food service going. It is a beautiful evening for that, and it's a beautiful evening where I can see Yuki Washington just off to the side here. We're going to send it over to you, Yuki, now for more on what people can find down here this evening.
You said it, Kate. North Wildwood has it going on right now. And stay with us, everyone. We found something that is fun for the entire family.
I say we all get treasure!
That's right. You can go on a pirate ship and go hunting for treasures. This is one of Wildwood's true gems, and we're going to take you aboard when we come back. Summerfest 2018 from the Seaport Pier. Get your motor running. Welcome back, everyone. You are taking a look at the famous Wildwood sign. The 19-foot high iconic sign, dubbed the Hollywood sign of the East Coast, has welcomed millions of visitors. It's a popular spot to snap a lot of photos. A great memory from those Wildwood days. No doubt about that. Hey, you know, this week we introduced you to the newest member of our CBS 3 team, traffic reporter Chandler Nuts. She is a South Jersey girl. She knows this area very well. She spent plenty of time down here. So what better person to take you on this next story? Matey, check it out.
Who's ready to be a pirate?
When you step on board the Dark Star in Wildwood Crest, be ready to become a buccaneer. Now in its 9th season, this pirate cruise is just one of the Starlight Fleet vessels, operated by the Cicchetti family.
We felt like there wasn't a whole lot besides like the beach and the arcades and the boardwalk really for kids.
It's definitely not your average boat cruise. This crew, made up of pirates, takes visitors on a thrilling sailing adventure.
It's theater on the water is what I always call it.
The show comes complete with a sword fight, a water cannon battle against an evil pirate.
There he is, get him!
Work! Lots of music and dancing. And most importantly, lessons on using the proper lingo.
Come on, adults, give me an eye!
The crew's knack for getting the audience to participate is a big part of the adventure.
Hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises.
They even pulled me into the show.
Who hired this crew?
That man right there, that's Red Morgan!
Come here. You're Red Morgan, are you? You're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, but you're prettier than I remember, so I'm going to forgive you.
The crew, I mean, they make the trip. That's what makes the show. You know, I mean, they love doing their job.
Which is turning their guests into pirates. And after the journey, the young mateys received a special declaration. Now you guys are actually pirates. What are you going to do with your new title?
You know, maybe like sail on the sea looking for more.
Now, I might not be certified, but I still think a pirate's life could be for me.
We are having a lot of fun here in the Wildwoods, as you can tell, and we're having a ball, too. The world-famous Harlem Globetrotters are in town. When we come back, we're going to find out where they're going to be performing, what they're all about, and I might try some rusty skills on them. We'll be right back. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. Wait, you guys got to stop. From timeless traditions to new attractions, ladies and gentlemen, it's all here in the Wildwoods. Take a look behind me. It's just absolutely beautiful. We're broadcasting from the new Seaport Pier in North Wildwood. The beaches along the Wildwoods are massive, and guess what? They are free. But forget about relaxing on the beach chair right now. Our Pat Gallen shows you there is plenty of unique ways to enjoy a day at the beach right here.
Whether you're chilling in the sand or riding some waves, there's something for every one of the more than 9 million visitors that head to the Wildwoods every year.
So as you can see, we have beautiful beaches. It's 5 miles of free beaches in the Wildwoods.
There's also something for every dog.
Hey, girl.
Did you know that Wildwood has its very own dog park? It's located between Glenwood and Maple Avenues at the boardwalk.
You know, it's no secret that people love their dogs nearly as much as their children, in a few rare cases more maybe. And you know, dogs are a part of family, and you know, if Wildwood's going to be sort of a cool contemporary place, you know, dogs are a part of that formula.
In fact, there are 2 parks, one for big dogs like Finn and Hobbs, and another for smaller dogs. And to get the dogs excited, there's a massive fire hydrant sculpture.
The fire hydrant is 35 feet high. It used to be a slide, a kid's slide. We had it for a number of years. It was time to retire the ride, and man, I hate throwing cool stuff away. I like to repurpose things.
In some spots, Wildwoods Beach is massive. So to alleviate that, they allow you to park here.
Parking on the beach is one of the newest features of the Wildwood Beaches here at the Baker Avenue parking lot. Cars can come on if they're 4-wheel drive and park on the beach for a small fee of $10.
If you're not up for a spin on the beach, then let the Wildwoods do it for you. They have beach taxis available. But if you'd like to see the beach in a whole new way, forget the taxi. Why not take a spin in a monster truck?
It's like a roller coaster.
Pat Gallen, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Moxie.
Thank you, Pat. Uh-oh. I still got it a little bit. What do you think? What? My finger hurt on that one. We are live on the boardwalk here at the Seaport Pier. Wait a minute. I can't do it. This is bull. This is Flip. They are with the Harlem Globetrotters, fellas. Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
What's it mean to you to be a Globetrotter, man? You've got a great job.
It's wonderful. It's great to be a Globetrotter. That's to see the smiles on millions and millions of kids' faces like we have the smiles on these kids' faces right now.
Oh yeah,
So
no doubt about that.
I love it.
No, and you do some clinics. Well,
Yeah,
what
we
type of
did.
clinics?
So we've been here in Wildwood since the 15th. We already had 2 clinics. Now we have 2 more. Well, actually, we have 1 more. We had one earlier today. It went great. It was awesome. And we have 1 tomorrow. They go from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And that's right before the game. You know, we play the game at 7 p.m. And before the game, we even got Magic Pass.
Oh, nice.
So the people who don't make the clinics, they can come out to Magic Pass to see a couple players before the game.
Now your routines have stood the test of time over the years. I
Yeah.
saw one on tape the other day. Who was it that dropped the ball from a plane?
That was crazy. I don't even know who that guy was. I don't know who that was.
I don't know who that was. We don't know who that was.
I don't even know who he was.
Tell me how you did that, man. Tell me.
A lot of practice, a lot of hard work, and a lot of effort, a lot of sweat, and a lot of basketball.
Okay, a lot of basketball, a lot of shots.
Basketball, a lot of basketball.
A lot of shots.
Somebody said
All right.
how many takes?
All right, here we go. I love the Magic Circles. Ever since I was their age, I always wanted to be in the Magic Circle.
Yes.
So let's cue the sweet Georgia Brown back at the station.
Okay.
And show me some Magic Circle and try to get me involved.
Okay, we're gonna try to get you.
All right,
We're gonna start with Flip.
You guys start. All right, here we
show
go.
you what he got.
Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord.
Look at that, look at that, look at that. You know you got a wire behind you, right? Yep. You got to step Still got over it.
Here we go.
Still
How about that, y'all? How about that?
Off top. Look at that.
Nice.
Take that around. I like that.
Oh, my.
Just makes it look.
Too easy.
So easy.
Too easy.
Do it.
Oh.
Show what you got. We want to see you. What you got? We want to see you. Yo! Hold it up there. Keep it up there.
Wait.
Keep it up there. Show it. You got it.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
You got it.
We're on live
There we
TV.
go. Live TV. That's nice.
Oh, my.
We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Oh, my God. All right, that was good.
That was good.
You like that? Think I have a future in it? No.
Yeah. No, you got
Keep the day job.
Yeah, you got a future in it. No, just kidding. Good job, man.
That's fantastic. Now, where can folks see you here in North Wildwood? You're at the convention.
Yeah, you guys can catch us tonight, actually, down at the Wildwood Convention Center. If you guys miss it tonight, you guys can come out tomorrow. We are there at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Remember, we do got a basketball clinic from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. If you guys missed that, you guys come out to Magic Pass. That's what, about 6:30? About 6:30. It starts at 6. No, 5:30. 5:30. 5:30 to 6, and that's right before the game. So hey, come on out. We always doing something. And if you can't catch us out here, HarlemGlobetrotters.com for ticket info.
Beautiful thing. And thank you. All right, fellas. And thank you for the jersey.
No problem.
You got the name on the back.
of it.
Oh, I appreciate it. All right. Kate. Here we go.
Nice.
Kate,
there we go.
The wind's not too bad. It's not blowing it off my finger. Kate, over to you.
Nice.
Nice. That was amazing. We're watching you from up here. Tom and I are just like, look, he's spinning that ball again. He's doing a great job, although I thought I saw Yuki flossing there for a moment. Not sure if that's what I saw from all the way up here, but I'll have to see that again. If so, get an instant replay for you. We are live here at the Starboard Pool Club, which is just next to the Seaport Pier here in North Wildwood, and it is an adorable pool club. Amazing, huge pool, swim-up bar. They got cabanas, they got chairs, and it's a beautiful night here in Wildwood. A brisk wind off the water. It's dry for now, but take a look at what's happening off to the north and west. We've got a severe thunderstorm watch to tell you about. It's really for storms that are producing gusty winds, lots of rain, and even some large hail. That severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for our far north and west suburbs until 11 o'clock tonight, and those storms are headed that way right near Harrisburg. A very nasty looking storm right now, a couple of spotty ones in Berks County, and more on the way as we go through this evening. So right now it's 89 in Philadelphia. It feels like 96. Down the shore, it's 88, but it feels like 99 in Atlantic City, at least at the airport, and 81 in the Poconos, and it feels like 84. And you can see the heat index values all across the region, feeling like the mid to upper 90s. Here in North Wildwood, we have a breeze off the water, but our photographer Ed just told us he walked about 20 feet over to the boardwalk. There's no breeze at all, and you are roasting. So we're only getting that nice ocean influence right here. Everyone else sweltering. Coming up, I'll tell you what to expect for the weekend, but for now, I'm going to send it back over to Yuki.
All right, Kate, thank you so much. How do you get winded from spinning a ball on your finger? I guess that's age. I don't know. Stay with us. We have a lot more to talk about. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll tell you about something special that happens on the Wildwood Boardwalk every day at the same time every day, and it stops everyone in their tracks. And Maurice Piers is always hopping. We'll check back in with Victoria Whittle to see how the youngsters are beating the heat. Right now, we're going to beat it from here, from the Seaport Pier, and throw it back to the studio in Philadelphia with Natasha.
I'm loving your skills out there. You really representing. You're doing a good job.
I am so rusty. I'm so rusty. Yeah, thank you.
Doing a good job. All right, we'll still ahead on Eyewitness News. A real whale of a tale from a different Jersey shore. A whale capsized a fishing boat in Monmouth County, launching 2 men into the water. And get this, a retired firefighter came to their rescue. We've got this incredible story for you coming up. And it's known as the Miracle on Market. 3 years ago, when Pope Francis was in Philadelphia, he kissed this baby's head while traveling down Market Street. Well, he didn't even know she had a debilitating brain tumor, and now she's recovered. See her today and find out how her family is giving back. That's next. Stay with us. Well, welcome back, everyone. Camden County Police have now issued arrest warrants in connection to the shooting of 2 detectives. Officials announced today that they are looking for suspects Amar Hall, Juan Figueroa, and Alexander De Jesus. The 2 detectives were shot in an unmarked car in Camden last Tuesday. So far, authorities do not have a motive behind the shooting.
I would not want to speculate as to giving them a reason as to why what they did. But what is abundantly clear to all of us was their intent to try to murder the people that were in that vehicle.
Well, police believe the 3 suspects are still in the Philadelphia area somewhere. They are all facing several charges, including attempted murder. The 2 detectives who were shot have recovered. And 2 fishermen met their match when a whale showed up in the middle of their fishing trip and flipped their boat. This all happened yesterday in the waters off Long Branch, Monmouth County. We're told that the fishermen were able to make a distress call before their 25-foot boat went under. Another boater, who just happened to be a retired Trenton firefighter, pulled up a short time later and brought the pair to safety. And next month, meantime, will mark 3 years since Pope Francis came to Philadelphia for the World Meeting of Families. And tonight, Eyewitness News reporter David Spunt has an update for us on a little girl who had a chance encounter with the Holy Father.
Oh my God! As he traveled down Market Street, Pope Francis kissed 1-year-old Gianna Massantonio on the head, not knowing she had a debilitating brain tumor 3 years ago during his visit to Philadelphia. Gianna was called the Miracle on Market. August 17, 2018, 3-year-old Gianna is back at her old stomping grounds, the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. She was diagnosed with histiocytosis, a blood disorder that formed a brain tumor. It's now gone. Chemo, just a distant memory for little Gianna.
She's doing great. She's going to attend Preschool 3 program this fall. She's so excited.
Seeing your kid run around and seeing her do the things that she's doing with what they told us from the beginning is amazing.
The Massantonios credit their little girl's recovery to faith and 2 special doctors here at CHOP. They came today to make a donation in Gianna's name, $50,000. The foundation is called For the Love of Grace, Gianna's middle name. Greeting her at CHOP, her 2 heroes.
Thank you. She's blown our expectations out of the water in terms of how well she's doing. She's resilient, she's tough. Instead of taking all of this as something to be fearful of, she's really taken it in stride.
From what I thought at age 4 months when I operated on her, if you would have told me she'd be running around getting ready to start preschool, I would have told you you'd be crazy. That just wouldn't happen.
Dr. Storm is glad he was wrong, and now Gianna's future looks bright. Her parents say the doctors at CHOP, with a touch of faith from Pope Francis 3 years ago, definitely saved her life.
This place is so special to us in our heart, and what they did for Gianna is something that no amount of money could ever repay, but we just want to help the kids here.
In Philadelphia, David Spunt, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, a member of your Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles took time out today to give back to the community. Eyewitness News at Smith Playground in South Philly. Eagles wide receiver Nelson Aguilar was there today to donate backpacks to the kids for the school year and also provide them with some lunch.
Well, I just want to make it a little bit easier for them, you know, and for their parents. You know, as we get ready to go back to school, that's one less thing the parents have to worry about.
Aguilar's generosity helped out 500 kids and their families today. And that's going to do it from the news desk for now. We've got more Summerfest fun ahead for you. And now, as we go to break, take in all the scenery on the bike path. Bicyclists can take the bike route from Wildwood Crest to North Wildwood, almost the entire length of 5 Mile Island. Enjoy. We'll be right back.
And we are back on Eyewitness News with a look at the Hereford Inlet Lighthouse in North Wildwood. The historic lighthouse is a working lighthouse and museum and is open for tours daily. If I remember correctly, I think lighthouses may have been used back in the day for weather beacons. I'm not sure. Kate would know more about that. I could be totally wrong. Kate's got your forecast.
Guys, you know what? It is we're up here in the breeze and enjoying ourselves at the pool. It's a beautiful day here in Wildwood. Beautiful day in North Wildwood. Beautiful day up and down the coast, as long as you're close enough to the ocean to get that little breeze. But you head about just, you know, a few feet inland and the breeze falls off and it is hot. It is sweltering. It's a little miserable, but it feels good up here right now, doesn't it? This is my friends Gavin and Weston. And what's your name?
Gracie.
Hi, Gracie. You got your goldfish. We had a goldfish spill, but we've recovered from the goldfish spill. Gavin, what do you think the current temperature is right here in North Wildwood?
I think 71.
It feels like 71 because of the breeze. It's actually like 88, but you would never guess it because it feels so comfy right now, doesn't it? And this is your brother, Weston. Weston, I'm going to ask you a very important question. What do you prefer, the beach or the pool?
Beach.
The beach? Because of the sandcastles? And the ocean and the waves, right? How about you, Gracie? What do you prefer, the beach or the pool?
Pool.
The pool. All right. And how about you, Gavin? You better be the tiebreaker.
I prefer the beach because I like the ocean.
I like the ocean too. Boogie boarding, the waves, the whole nine. Okay, so beach is the winner of our informal little poll here. 2 beach, 1 pool. Both are awesome today, but let's take a look at some not so awesome weather that's headed our direction. We'll start with current temperatures across the region. We had a guess of 71 degrees here. It's actually right about 88 degrees in Atlantic City. Current temperature in Philadelphia is 89, Mount Pocono at 80. Dew points are in the 70s though. It is hot and it is sticky outside. You can feel it on your skin. It's just a sticky evening. Comfort index shows it's going to stay pretty sticky through the weekend with comfort index values in the oppressive range both weekend days. Now, Storm Scan 3 shows our severe thunderstorm watch to the north with scattered showers and storms starting to move in. The worst of it will be around 8 or 9 o'clock tonight off to the north and west where that watch is in effect. And then as we head through the overnight hours into tomorrow morning, just a few clouds hanging out. We'll have another round of scattered showers and storms around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And that, again, generally not severe, just spotty as we head through the weekend. So over the weekend, elevated dew points, an unsettled forecast, showers and storms possible both days, and it does turn cooler by Sunday. Tonight, forecasted lows are in the mid-70s. Very warm, very sticky out there tonight. Tomorrow, 88 with some sunshine and scattered late-day showers and storms. Down the shore, more clouds tomorrow than today with a shower or thunderstorm. Your Eyewitness Weather 7-day forecast. Again, watch for scattered showers and storms this weekend. It's not a washout. It's not going to rain all weekend, but you may be dodging a few showers. It does turn cooler early next week with more showers and storms Tuesday and Wednesday. But back here live, we're at the Starboard Pool Club. Guys, it doesn't look like a thunderstorm's coming here, does it? No, it feels fantastic. Yeah. The sun is shining. We are going to enjoy the rest of this night. Going to head to the boardwalk, do some rides, get something to eat. We're going to toss it back over to Yuki. Can you guys say, back to you, Yuki?
Back to you, Yuki.
Perfect. Good job. Back to you, Yuki.
I got it. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. Let's go on our next stop right now, and that's Maury's Ocean Oasis Water Park. That's where our Victoria Woodle is standing by with her friends. Hey, Tori.
I found so many friends, Yuki. Everybody say hi, Yuki. Hi, Yuki. Now say happy birthday, Bella.
Happy birthday, Bella.
Now let's tell the Philly Heat basketball team out of Bucks County to go. Everybody put your thumbs up and go. Guys, we are having the best time. It's all about making memories here at Maury's and here at the water park. You may remember Finn. Finn here rode his first slide. Finn, talk to me about the experience of your first slide ride.
Well, I like R.L. Stein books.
You like R.L. Stein books? Wow. How was the water slide?
Good.
What was it like? What did it feel like?
Well, it felt like I was in the water park.
Yeah. Was it cold? Was it fun?
Yeah.
Would you do it again?
No.
No, you wouldn't do it again? I'm sure you would. What if I went down with you?
Yeah. But you don't have your band suit on.
I got it on underneath. Let's go do it. Pinky promise? Guys, that's a pinky promise. Heading to break. Happy Summerfest, everybody. Say Happy Summerfest. We're coming back with a whole lot more, you guys. Finn, let's go. I'll do it with you. Here we go. Who's coming?
Sunrise, sunburn, sunset, repeat. Moonlight, all night crashing into me.
Oh yeah, that sunset repeats indeed. The Wildwoods are a perfect place to see sunrises and sunsets. Hopefully you don't get too many sunburns though. The beaches are a local favorite, and parasailing is also a fun way to spend the day. Now, one of my co-workers had a great day, and he spent the day doing some great things, and we like to showcase a lot of our team members here on CBS 3 and Eyewitness News. And photojournalist Tommy Gardner is going to take you to the moment when the hustle and the bustle of the boardwalk just stops. It stops for just a few minutes. Here's Tommy.
What are some of the noises you usually hear on the boardwalk?
You're always hearing the clang of the bikes, the rides, seagulls.
Tram car maybe?
Tram car all the time.
Watch the tram car, please. But something happens at 11 o'clock every day.
That would be the playing of the national anthem.
Please pause and stand for the playing of our national anthem.
I just think it's an all-American, iconic thing.
I'm proud to see everybody come to a stop, remove their hats, and take part of the national anthem and listen to it.
I think people forget, and the younger generation especially, it's important to show them who we are and what we stand for.
It is moving.
Absolutely beautiful. Tommy, thank you. It has been a great hour of Summerfest 2018 here in North Wildwood at the Seaport Pier. A lot more to come. I mean, I got a chance to play with the Trotters. I drove the tram car, and there's a lot more to come. That's Eyewitness News at 5. Eyewitness News at 6 starts right now. Oh, those Wildwood days. We're beach bound on this Summerfest Friday.
We have beautiful beaches. It's 5 miles of free beaches in the Wildwoods.
The Wildwoods have it all. You can chill in the sand, thrill at Maury's Piers, or how about satisfying your need for speed?
Bring it!
Hold on to your hat. We're in for a wild ride in the Wildwoods.
From the city to the suburbs to the shore and everywhere in between, CBS 3 is celebrating summer. It's Summerfest 2018.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington. What a day we are having here in the Wildwood. Summerfest takes us back down the shore. We are here and enjoying every bit of it. And what better way to kick off the weekend than a visit to North Wildwood, the Seaport Pier, and all that the Wildwoods have to offer. This is just a short drive from the Philadelphia area. It's about 90 miles or so, but it's like you're entering another world. Right atop this Ferris wheel is just the very beginning. You can also ride the waves, play in the stand, and stroll the legendary boardwalk and walk along miles of free, absolutely free beaches. And joining me here in the Wildwoods, the rest of our team, we've got Victoria Woodall here with us as well. We've got Kate Bilo here, and of course our fantastic crew behind the camera that you don't see. We're all just having a great time It's our Wildwoods family for this Friday Summerfest 2018. We are broadcasting live from this wonderful area from the Seaport Pier that just opened up earlier this summer, and by the looks of things, it's doing quite well. A lot of people are here tonight. Now the Wildwood Boardwalk is filled with so many activities and so many attractions for children, but when it comes to entertainment for the adults, the big peeps like myself, there wasn't much until now. Seaport Pier is the newest to be built along the boardwalk in the Wildwoods.
We like to say it's what North Wildwood needs on steroids.
But you won't find any amusement rides here. While it's family friendly, this space was designed with adults in mind. In this huge pavilion, you'll find the dive bar. No, not that kind of dive bar.
We kind of made fun with the diver, making him like the most interesting man in the world. If you see in a lot of these porthole pictures, he's dancing and kissing girls and living the life.
Here you can take a break from the boardwalk and beach for a refreshing drink or bite to eat. And they're serving up a lot more than standard bar food.
We do all from scratch cooking.
Green Eggs Cafe, best known in Philadelphia for their brunches, offers dishes you probably won't find anywhere else along the boardwalk.
So when you come here and then you see all these big, beautiful dishes coming out, it's like it's something amazing.
If you'd rather be outdoors, you can opt for the Sandbar, and there's one more bar here at the Starboard Swim Club.
It makes you feel like you're not sitting in North Wildwood and you're in a resort somewhere.
However, this part of the pier is members only. This 3,200 square foot oceanfront pool is popular with homeowners and seasonal renters.
It's amazing. You know, we're all very big beach people. Obviously, the beach is beautiful here, but it's nice sometimes, especially with all the kids, to have a day where you just get a break and you get to be in this beautiful environment. It's very quiet, clean, and the kids love a little break too.
And thanks to a partnership with Live Nation, Seaport Pier is also setting the stage for plenty of live entertainment.
Next year, we're going to ramp it up. We can control 11 acres of beach, so we can have a big, large-scale concert for up to about 25,000 people.
Wildwood needed a place like this.
We are just so glad to have this additional option to enjoy a place that we truly love.
Definitely the place to be. There's no doubt about that. Now, the weather right now, pretty nice. We've got a strong breeze coming off the ocean. I'm looking both sides of me, my right to my left. The horizon looks wonderful, but I understand, Kate, you're tracking the chance of thunderstorms in other parts of the region, huh?
That's right, Yuki. Right now it's beautiful here in Wildwood, like you said, but we've got even a severe thunderstorm warning to tell you about now. We're feeling the heat and humidity, a nice breeze off the ocean, keeping us cool, but the heat and humidity means it's the mom bun / man bun kind of day outside, and now we've got storms that are trying to really tap into that heat and humidity and strengthening as we speak, especially off to the north. Let's take a look at where our severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued. This is a storm that's moving through portions of the Lehigh Valley into the Poconos. You can see that main cell just north of Allentown right now. It's moving to the northeast very quickly at about 40 miles an hour. So when storms have that much forward motion, you know that they must have gusty winds associated with them. This particular cell could produce up to 60-mile-per-hour gusts, strong enough to bring down tree branches, perhaps a power line or two, and pea-sized hail is possible with that cell. Our warning goes until 6:30 this evening. You can see behind that storm as well, more storms to contend with, a few just to the north and west of Lancaster County. Those are aiming for the areas that are encompassed within that severe thunderstorm watch. That's the spot you see shaded in yellow there, and that goes until 11 o'clock tonight for our far north and west suburbs. In the meantime, storms are staying away from the city right now. Right now it's 87 in Philly, feeling like 93. Down the shore it's 86, and if you get just a little bit inland, it feels like the mid-90s, and in the Poconos it's 79, feeling like 82. With a dew point of 70, the Poconos probably, of the three, the most likely to see the threat for severe weather as we head through the rest of this evening and tonight. Now, coming up, I'll tell you how this system will impact our weekend plans, both here at the shore and further inland in the city and in the mountains. But for now, Yuki, we'll send it back over to you.
All right, Kate, thank you so much. You know, when our sports director, Don Bell, talks about a basketball player giving you 20 and 10, he's talking about 20 points and 10 rebounds. We're going to flip the script right now and relate it to Victoria Woodle. She's not giving us points and rebounds. When it comes to 20 and 10, she's about to go 20 feet down into 10 feet of water. Is that correct, Tori?
That is, Yuki, and this moment actually reminds me of what happened to both you and I in Wildwood Remember when you said you were going to ride the coaster with me and then you left me hanging?
Yeah.
Does that ring a bell?
Well,
okay.
I didn't leave you hanging.
Finn,
No.
I don't know about that. Well, my boy Finn, cutest thing in the whole world, he was like, yeah, let's go. And then he was like, actually, you go. So it looks like it's just me heading down this 20-foot slide into 10 feet of water. So I need you to cheer me on, okay? Can you cheer me on?
I got you, Tori. I got you. Come on, we're family.
You got me this time,
Are you ready?
I remember what happened last time. I'm ready.
No, I got your back. You want me to count you down? I'll count you down.
Yes, can you count me down? Okay.
All right, now wait. I'm going to count you down. 3, 2, 1, then you go. Not 3, 2, 1, then go, but 3, 2, 1, pause, go. Ready?
Ready.
3, here we go. 3, 2, 1, do it. Well, I'll be Tori Woodle. She'll do just about anything. All right, she's the best, absolute best. It's not all about the restaurants. It's about the 20 feet drop, 20-foot drop, and the 10 feet of water. She's okay. Thank you, Tori. Dry off, we will get back to you. Well, you know, driving around this area, you'll notice a distinct style of architecture. I saw it coming down this afternoon. From hotels to diners, the retro doo-wop. I love the doo-wop style, and it's all around us. And our Alexandria Hoff was here not too long ago to experience that and more.
Elsewhere in the region, a wah-wah like this would stick out. But here, its design fits in like sand in a flip-flop, or the 1950s and doo-wop.
Back to Bill Haley and the Comets with Rock Around the Clock started here, and Chubby Checker with the Twist.
There is a way about Wildwood that is hard to define, but in the mid-1990s, that's exactly what a group of preservationists did.
We have this culture here, like South Beach in Florida has Art Deco.
And together, they came up with those two familiar syllables, an ode to mid-century architecture and Wildwood's musical roots.
So we picked up two words out of background music from the street corner singers in Philadelphia. Doo-wop.
In the mid-1950s, Americans were becoming more mobile, and Wildwood accommodated. What followed was a building boom, curated in a style flashy enough that visitors need not opt for traveling to Vegas or California.
We have the angled rooms, and of course the fake palm trees are everywhere.
Those fake palm trees became a staple, sharing a hint of that South Beach flavor, Miami Modern, or MIMO as it's called. Some of Wildwood's original architects actually traveled to Florida for inspiration.
It was built in 1957. It's where the first plastic palm tree is believed to have grown.
George Miller is the owner of the Caribbean Motel. It's in these classic motels that the doo-wop architecture is illuminated, in neon, of course.
Our neon look is kind of our doo-wop look.
And preserved.
We have what's known as the va-va-voom balconies.
We still keep the retro feel. We do have the A-frame office area, as well as the original railings around the motel. That's very doo-wop. It's the very curvaceous railings.
Wildwood's doo-wop style is musical, whimsical, and historical.
What makes this more fascinating is many of the people that originally experienced it are still here. They come back and relive it.
It is where past and present become one, where memories rush back and continue to be made.
We have a guest this week that reminded us that he learned to swim in our pool, and now he's bringing his family, and his children are learning to swim.
And here's something else very interesting. Many, many legendary entertainers of the 1950s and 1960s also graced the stages here in this wonderful town. Let me tell you about that. Wildwood pays tribute to these artists with its Avenue of the Stars along Pacific Avenue. That's where visitors will find the names of many, many of these very talented performers. Great names. You'll also see special murals around town featuring music icons like Chubby Checker, whose song The Twist, Come On Baby, was danced to right here. Danced to a lot. And Bill Haley and the Comets debuted their hit tune Rock Around the Clock right here in the Wildwoods. Dropping a little history, a little knowledge on you about the Wildwoods. Such a great place. Hey, we are cruising right through our time here in the Wildwoods. And speaking of cruising, do you ever feel the need for speed? Tori did.
There's only one place to see beautiful bottlenose dolphins right off the Wildwood coast, and it's on one of the biggest speedboats in the world. Who's ready to fly?
Oh yeah, and the Wildwoods Boardwalk reportedly has more than 70,000 wooden planks. And how about this? It stretches for nearly 2.5 miles. That's a lot of twisting, don't you think? A lot of twisting. Turn up some Chubby Checker. We'll be right back. You know, there are plenty of thrills here on the boardwalk, but if you are feeling the need for speed on the water, on the ocean, Victoria Woodall has the perfect ride for you. She's over at the water park at Surfside Pier to tell you all about it. You are quite the adventurer, young lady.
Oh, you know, that's why we're pooped. Look at us. The water park's closing down. We need a break. But guys, if you want to get your chance to get on one of the world's biggest speedboats and catch waves, hit the brakes of that water, but not hit the brakes on the boat, and check out some dolphins while you're at it, I got the boat for you, the Silver Bullet. Oh.
Do you want to go fast?
Who wants to go faster?
Fly like a shot out of a gun on the water. Welcome aboard the Silver Bullet.
It's like something on a nice day you can do and get cooled off.
Get cooled off or get soaked?
Get soaked.
Should we tell these people that they'll probably need tails or just let them figure it out on their own?
Just let them figure it out on their own.
Okay.
It's one of the world's largest speedboats that's docked right here in Wildwood, and it can hold up to 138 people. Captain Jim's been manning the wheel for 24 years, and he and his crew will show you a thing or two about what it can do and what you can see.
In addition to being a speedboat ride, here's also a dolphin search. Unfortunately, we cannot go fast right away. You'll see signs along the waterway that say slow, no wait.
First, the crew will ease you into the bay until they make a break for the ocean.
Now, this is one of the few places in the country that you can watch the sun rise and set out over the water.
Right off the coast of Cape May.
We will be searching for Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. They are marine mammals. They must surface to breathe air. Dolphins can hold their breath up to 20 minutes at a time. When they lift their eyes out of the water like that, they are people watching.
And while it was fun to dolphin watch, we couldn't wait to cool off.
How many of you want to go for the log boom ride on the Silver Bullet right now?
Bring it!
I sincerely hope that you enjoyed your trip.
Take a trip to Wildwood and just watch the fun you will have. It's exhausting. Kate Bilo, I'm sending it over to you. Me and the kiddies, we're taking a little siesta, and then we're hitting the boards for pizza, okay? Just gonna put this mic down and relax. Kate, I love you.
Tori, thank you. You and your kitties go get pizza. I got my crew of kitties here. This is, we said it last week, we'll say it again this week, squad goals. Hi guys, you having fun here tonight? Yeah! We are at the Starboard Pool Club, which is in North Wildwood, right next to the new pier, and it's an awesome pool.
I mean Seaport.
Seaport Pier. What did I say?
You said Starboard.
Oh my goodness, thank you for the correction. Can I ask you a question? Can you see the beach from the pool?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can basically float in the pool on your pizza raft and look at the beach while you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can be in the waves and then come here and go swimming in the pool to cool off a little bit.
Nice.
And French fries?
I got French fries.
And you know the coolest thing, the lines you see behind me, does anyone know what those lines are that are over the pool? Do you know what they are? What are they?
Yeah. So the seagulls don't come in the pool.
I love that idea. The seagulls can't come in because that's why those ropes are there. The seagulls are scared, and that means your French fries are safe, right? Right.
Actually, they do come in. They play a game. Like they drop the food and then they try to catch it.
Really? They're smart, those seagulls. We gotta outsmart them with the French French fries. Let's talk about the weather real quick, and then we'll come back here live, and we're going to send it back to Yuki. But we're going to start with the weather because it's beautiful here. It's a little chilly with the breeze. Everyone just came out of the pool. They're all cold. Meanwhile, we're sweltering up here because we forgot our bathing suits. But we do have a severe thunderstorm warning, guys, over portions of the Lehigh Valley and the Poconos until 6:30. We also have a severe thunderstorm watch for that region. That goes until 11 o'clock tonight, and more storms headed that way with the threat for hail, damaging wind, and heavy rain. Temperatures right now are in the 80s. We've cooled down just a little bit here and there thanks to the rain moving through off to the west and a few more clouds. Future weather shows showers and storms, especially later this evening up across our northernmost sections, and then that front is going to stall into the weekend. Take a look at Saturday afternoon with another chance for scattered showers and storms. Not everywhere. It's not going to be a total washout, but we will have scattered showers and storms Saturday and possibly again Sunday as our unsettled pattern continues. A new low develops on Sunday right along the coast. Dew points remain elevated this weekend. Showers and storms both days, and it does turn cooler on Sunday. Overnight 75, muggy and warm with that shower or thunderstorm. Tomorrow, scattered late day storms at 88. Here at the shore tomorrow, more clouds than today. Maybe a shower or storm, but we'll make the most of it. 86 degrees will be the high, and then your Eyewitness Weather 7-day forecast does show that cool down. Monday looks like the nicest day at 82 with sunshine, and we've got another chance of a shower or thunderstorm Tuesday and Wednesday. So back here live, we practiced tossing to Yuki, but we're going to say back to you, Don Bell, on the count of 3. You guys ready? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Back to you, Don Bell.
That's for
Okay,
you,
thank
DB.
you. You got some company there. All right, Nick Foles is injured, but there's no reason to panic. Straight ahead in sports, we have an injury update on the Super Bowl MVP. We're coming right back. Welcome back. Perhaps a sigh of relief for the Super Bowl champs. Less than 24 hours after Nick Foles was injured, we have some positive news. The Super Bowl MVP suffered a minor shoulder strain in the Eagles' loss to the Patriots. He was scheduled to have tests today. Citing an unnamed source, NFL Network's Ian Rappaport is reporting that the results are okay. Foles should not face a prolonged period of recovery. Now, last night, he seemed to be confident the injury wasn't serious.
We felt like it was best just to shut me down at that point, just to make sure, we get a further look to make sure everything's okay. Like I said, I feel optimistic about it.
Now, when Foles left the game, Nate Sudfeld came in, and a third-string QB was sensational. Tossed for 312 yards and 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Nate talked about how valuable the playing time was.
I think just getting reps and being able to, make a mistake and come back from it, and knowing that you're going to get opportunities really kind of eases your mind. You can go out there and trust what you see and, try to make throws. And if you make a mistake, just show that you can bounce back. So I think getting reps, and then I think physically I've developed a lot more in the last year. I feel like I'm getting the ball out faster and, my feet are a little bit quicker.
All right, on to baseball. It's another NOLA night in South Philadelphia. Aaron Nola is on the bump for the Phils as they take on Noah Syndergaard and the Mets. The Titans are a game and a half behind first place Atlanta. First pitch was at 6:05, and right now the Phils with a 3-0 lead in the first. In case you missed it, Tigers and Twins yesterday. Nick Castellanos drills a home run, flips his bat. Look at the umpire. Give me that. Home plate umpire Manny Gonzalez. The reaction is classic. I don't think we've ever quite seen that before on the fly. Ooh. All right, let's head back down the shore. My man Yuki has a golf shirt on, which means his clubs can't be far away. In the Wildwoods, you can always find a place to putt. We caught some of the action at Duffers. We'll see what kind of game Yuki has when we come back from North Wildwood after the break.
Makes me feel fine.
And by the way, Don Bell, my interest in golf started down here in South Jersey in Wildwood. My grandmother lived down here, and I used to love playing putt-putt, no doubt about that. The memories and Summerfest, more memories next week. We're going west to the Brandywine Valley, from Treehouse World to tubing, to a festival featuring country music's biggest stars. We've got all the buzz in the Brandywine Valley next Friday right here on Eyewitness News. We have to sign off right now, but we are coming back from this beautiful area tonight at 10 on the CW Philly and 11 on CBS 3. The CBS Evening News with Jeff Glor is next. We'll see you tonight, family. Have a great weekend.